Friends, welcome to Glam Guru Web 18. Today, once again, we are back in front of you to discuss something which is of uttermost importance as far as glamour entertainment industry is concerned. And today, we are going to talk about something which has taken a lot of buzz in past couple of weeks. That is nepotism in the glamour industry. How relevant it is, what has been the history, and how it has taken the consideration not only of mainstream media but also the people in general. And that's what we want to discuss with you today. You all can join this conversation with our special guest tonight. You can ask your queries or your points as well. But tonight's show is all about our guest. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to our guest tonight. Please welcome Mrs. Sunita Aryan. She is resident editor of Hindustan Times in Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow. She is joining us live from Lucknow, and she will be speaking about her perspective on the nepotism issue and the kind of discussion it has, emerged in past couple of weeks, specifically some of the cases. And we would like to know better from ma'am's observation that what it is all about, and all the students of mass communication and also who follows our channel can also consider her perspective over the issue. Hello ma'am, how are you?
I'm very fine. How are you? I'm more of a political person, but yes, we'll talk about the glam world also. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for your time, and we are very privileged to have you on our show. I'm going to ask you straight up, with your experience of more than 20, 30 years now in the mainstream media, what is this nepotism is all about? I mean, we have read in the history books what nepotism is, but if we talk about in the glamour and the Bollywood industry, if you can tell our viewers how it functions and what all has been attached with the term nepotism in the mainstream glamour industry.
You see, if you look at the dictionary, let me tell you the meaning of the word nepotism, which is being used so frequently nowadays. And in fact, it has been used frequently for every field. It's not only the Bollywood, but it's also your politics or any other profession. Now, it just generally means that a person who's powerful, who can influence, makes the relatives and his own family members, promotes them. That's the basic idea. So now, if you look at it, I remember when we were growing up, there used to be there was a craze for medical profession and there was a craze for engineering. And generally people from, say, a doctor child would always become a doctor. Now, do we say it is nepotism? No, he clears the exam. There is a basic process that he passes through before he becomes a doctor. He may become as famous a doctor as his father is, or he may fail also. But what he can get is the name, the title of his father that can help him in when you start working. It can help you, the title can help you. Or if you inherit a nursing home, you have a ready-made work for you and you can take it forward. But if you are not good, then it can collapse also. Look at Bollywood also. Now we have certain families. There are certain families who have come, but some have done very well, some have not done very well despite a big name attached to them. For example, Abhishek Bachchan. I find him a very good actor, but somehow because of the comparison with his father, Amitabh, who's the Shahenshah or what Badshah of the Bollywood, he has not been able to do that well as one would have expected, because Amitabh Bachchan can really influence, he can really get him work, he can really promote it. So if we talk about, now look at Ajay Devgan, he also comes from a family, but he's a good actor, and his decision to do a certain type of films, he's doing very well. Look at Shah Rukh Khan. He came from a different background and he made a place for himself. Now if his children join it, then we can say it, and he starts supporting them, it becomes nepotism. But it is also their own talent. So what I want to say is, a title, a name can help you walk few steps, but it can't help you run in a very, very competitive world.
So, ma'am, my question to you is now that what is the problem in having, if a father is ready to promote his son, or every a doctor wishes that his son should also follow his step. In our own fraternity, journalists always saying that his son or her son would
I'll,
take this opportunity forward. What is the issue if somebody is getting that support?
I'll answer it in two parts. One is when I was writing a book on dynasties in
Yes,
politics, I spoke to a lot of people. But generally, when I spoke to villagers, so their reply was, "Kisan ka beta to
yes,
kisan hota hai, neta ka beta neta hota hai." It
yes,
is something which is accepted. Second, when
yes,
I
ma'am.
was doing that book, I realized that even genes matter. You have
Yes,
particular genes in your body, and you may do better in that particular field. Third,
yes,
the influence of when you are growing up in a family and you see you have a certain atmosphere in your family, say a
yes,
doctor is there, your parents are doctors, then you look at them in a different way. Child, as they are growing, until unless they're very, very independent in their thinking, they tend to get influenced
yes,
by their parents to some extent. And parents, because they
yes,
have a legacy that they want to hand over in form of their name or in the form of whatever little that they have built over the years,
yes,
they also encourage. I think we never spoke
yes,
about it when business houses were doing the same. It had to, it
yes,
was something.
absolutely.
Well, there are places where, I'll give an example of this guy, Ramvilas Paswan.
Yes,
His son,
yes,
he wanted to become an actor. He came to
yes,
Bollywood. He tried some
yes,
films. He's a handsome looking guy, but he couldn't do well. He
yes,
went back and joined politics. So his politics
yes,
is also more like Ramvilas Paswan. Maybe he is trying to change. So when
yes,
it comes to films, the problem is money gets you money, success gets you
yes,
success. Now, most of these film stars or most of these big names, they have set up their own production houses. And when they
yes,
have production houses, then generally they support their own family members or people who are
yes,
close to them, who are relatives. One would be putting money, the other one would be promoting actor. Look at Khans. Salman Khan is very
yes, ma'am.
popular. Is it only because he's a Khan?
Absolutely.
No, I don't think so. He
Yes,
has such
yes,
a mad following for him because of little tricks that he plays on the screen. But his father, his
yes,
brothers, all are in the same business. Is
yes,
one is Helen is also in the same as is from the Bollywood. So it's
yes,
talent plus what you inherit. Having said
yes,
so, why the problem with the main person is if you are not from the family, then your struggle is much, much more. It's not so easy. So you don't get a level playing ground where only talent will help. Talent plus a little push makes your career. If you have talent alone and you don't get that
yes,
type of support, then it becomes very, very difficult for an actor or an actress to make a name. There are few who have made it big. We have examples both ways. Families
yes,
whose children have not done well, and those who did not have anyone in their family from, but they did very well and they control it. So I think where the problem lies is that
yes,
people who are already settled, they should be encouraging
yes,
new talent. They should give them opportunity to showcase their talent. They should allow them to
yes,
flourish, because
yes,
at the end of the day, Bollywood is all about talent. It's
yes,
talent which will survive, nothing else. Names will survive for some
yes,
time. Amitabh Bachchan, if he doesn't have that dialogue delivery, if he doesn't have the talent of acting, would not have made it
yes,
so big. His son also
yes,
has that baritone voice, but he's not able to do that well. So it's
yes,
not that you are a look-alike of your father would get you roles. It has to
Yes.
do well on the box office,
Absolutely. I think you
and
rightly put it out, ma'am, that, it's all about the talent. And if there is no talent and there is no, performance which is promising, you're not going to survive. And we certainly have a lot of examples. But my question is now that why there is so much of attention on nepotism issue in 2020? I mean, Kangana Ranaut has been the flag bearer of nepotism. She started accusing a lot of top names of the industry. And today she is getting a kind of support. But, after what happened with Sushant's case, you have seen she also allegated a lot of so many, Bollywood, name them, in fact, Bollywood mafias. Do you think that, there has been a call or there has been a effort to utilize the term nepotism in order to gain certain advantage, maybe popularity,
no,
maybe
no.
some more other things? Or do you think it has taken actual serious face or actual serious note finally in the Bollywood industry?
You see, you call it nepotism or you call it as a control over the industry, whatever you want to call it. There may be different Kapoors are there, Khans are there, Karan
Yes,
Johar's name has figured. There's so many right now who are running their production houses. Even Kangana has set up a production house.
yes,
What happens
yes,
whenever you have an incident like Sushant Singh Rajput's murder,
yes,
oblique, suicide, oblique? There's so many things that are being probed. I don't want to comment
yes,
on that because I think the issue has actually diverted from his suicide or death. I'll call it death. I won't even call it
yes,
suicide or murder. From
yes,
Sushant Singh's death to various other things. Not to say.
yes,
So there are times when certain issues are raised. After all, some artists do feel frustrated. They have not got the type of space that they were looking for. They have not got the type of
yes,
support they were looking for. So I think
yes,
it is something. Sometimes when such issues crop up, people are going to talk about their pains, their experiences, and their successes also. So to say that, now, can we say that Alia Bhatt today is successful only because she is a Bhatt? She's a very talented
yes,
actress, you know. Kangana has done so
yes,
well because she's very talented. So you have Sushant Singh Rajput. He became very, very popular because he
yes,
had the talent. Ayushmann Khurrana,
absolutely.
with his simple looks and the type of roles he plays, he's popular because
Yes,
he has talent. So I think,
yes,
yes, because it's a very, very competitive world, and we
yes,
have a lot of talent in our country. We have a lot of dreams, and those who have talent have the right to dream, and they have a right to dream big. You know that they can be Shah Rukh Khan of the industry. There's no harm, but
yes,
uh, as I said, nepotism to the extent that the new crop, which is not from the industry, does not get that type of open space or support to
yes,
flourish, then it becomes a subject. Otherwise, if you look at it, yes, Alia Bhatt got some support from her family. She was a Bhatt, she got films. But eventually,
yes,
look at Ranbir Kapoor. Right now, he's not doing so
yes,
well as he was doing earlier. He comes from
yes,
the big Kapoor family. You know, so many
yes,
Kapoors have not done well. If you look at it, I think his brothers
yes,
and
yes,
all and
absolutely.
cousins, they have not done very well. So, and some like
Yes,
Karishma, Kareena, and everybody, Kapoors have done very well. So, at the
yes,
end of the day, it is the public. You know, public
absolutely.
has the control. Public has to decide whether they want name or they want talent. So far, public
Yes,
goes for talent, and I've
yes.
seen that it's the talent, it's the quality of the film that is made which survives. In any way, nowadays films have a what week long shelf life. How much it is? Week or 10 days long shelf life.
Absolutely. And I think that's what is all about human consistent effort. And if you are a star, you are a star, no matter where you come from or what kind of support you are getting. Ma'am, I'm going to talk to you about something which is, in terms of media, the mainstream media, do you think the kind of coverage and the kind of things which we are getting on the platter, I mean, there is a lot of attention, yes, because so many voices are coming in now, and as a independent media, it is the responsibility to put such subjects forward in front of the public to discuss. But do you think that with time the perspective has changed, and do you think that Bollywood or the glamour industry will ever get rid of this nepotism tag, or do you think that it is there to go on and there is no alternative to it?
You see, if you're talking about Kangana Ranaut, she became a big issue because it became political. Three states got
Yes.
involved, not one state. Sushant Singh Rajput case also, states got involved and the politics got involved. It was clearly visible. Coming to the role of
Yes.
media, I certainly agree. People do crave, they do complain. What is media up to? Then, if you look at your social media, WhatsApp messages, generally people are blaming media for playing up only Sushant Singh Rajput, Kangana Ranaut,
Yes.
and little bit of China. There's nothing else that they say the newspapers are doing. But I'll give you one example. Recently, a very young leader, a politician, asked me, um, "You,
Yes.
do you know which tweet of mine did best?" And got so many eyeballs. I said, I kept on thinking of some political issue that he might have
Yes.
commented on or any program. He said, no, no, I guessed all and I failed. Eventually, it
Yes.
was on a very, very petty, glamorous issue that he got maximum likes or dislikes. So, point is,
Yes.
right now, what does the media do when the people want to listen to Kangana, what's happening? They want to listen to Ria,
Yes.
what is happening. They want to listen to Sushant
Yes.
Singh Rajput. You bring the issue of migrants, you bring the issue of corona, you bring the
Yes.
issue of how people are not violating all protocols, COVID protocols. Nobody's interested. If you look at
Yes.
it and if you look at the reports that we get, it's basically
Yes.
Kangana, Sushant, and Ria, which are
Yes.
getting maximum eyeballs right now.
Absolutely, ma'am.
So
And that's what I think the
you can't blame the media forever.
yes,
After
yes,
all,
yes,
our media, as I keep on saying, is not only what we report. It's not what our online teams are reporting or channels are reporting. Today on social media, everybody is a journalist. Everybody is posting
yes,
something on
absolutely.
social media. They're circulating it
Yes,
without confirming it. There's so much of wrong information that is being circulated. That's how it is, and we tend
absolutely.
to look at it and believe it and forward it. So I think all of us are responsible. And me as a media person and people who suddenly have started liking these issues and they spend their time on
Yes.
them more than anything else.
Absolutely, and I think, ma'am, that's a very good point you have made, that accusing media for everything is not something which should be done, and it's more of introspection. And also, if things are happening in the society and people are actually willing to look at it, and the point you made about social media is flooded with these new journalists who are coming in commenting without having any prior knowledge or any confirmation about the facts. Now, ma'am, I'm going to talk to you about, of course, the social media thing, which I really wanted to come in. Do you think that social media has actually played a role like a kerosene to the fire, rather than being something where you can constructively discuss something or get something which is of use for maybe the media or for the general public? Do you think social media has also played it, made it just a thing
No,
to be make enjoy, and not making
no,
the sense at
I
all?
think No, I think there are both sides of it. Social media is
Okay.
also a platform to share and care. I think you
Okay.
get so much of information, you connect with so many people, and you connect with
Yes.
people who are across the globe. You can find out about them. It's only because of Facebook I get to know so many birthdays, and I'm reminded about their birthdays, and I get to
Yes.
wish them. So it's
Yes.
also a medium to share and care each other. In between, it became a medium for venting out your frustrations. So if I'm
Yes.
frustrated about something, so without bothering about the language that I use, I'll vent my
Yes.
frustration on one of the social media platforms. Off late,
Yes.
it is the glamour. It is even, why are you talking only about the glamour industry? Even which kara
Yes.
one should be drinking. I think, I don't know
Yes.
how many forwards you get in a day. The
Yes.
karas and the
Yes.
medicines, the corona. There's so much of information that's being circulated, and there are
Yes.
times when we get to know from our office that it's wrong. Like recently, I think Ria's father's Twitter handle, we used a tweet
Yes.
which was not his official Twitter handle. So, as a
Yes.
responsible paper, we have to check the official Twitter handle of prominent people and then use them. So I think
Yes.
this is where all of us, whether it's me, you, or the common man, we have to think
Yes.
how much, what we should post, in what language we should post, and whether we have confirmed it before forwarding it. I think there
Yes.
was one by Ratan Tata which became very popular, and everybody was
Yes.
reading it and circulating it. And later on, Ratan Tata had to come and say that no, it's not me, I've not written all this. So many times on
Yes.
serious issues, we get to know. We have seen people losing their lives because of social media posts. We have
Yes.
seen communal rights. We have seen
Yes.
violence because of social media posts. And something happening in Pakistan will be shown as being done in UP or some other state.
Yes.
So I think as responsible citizens of this country, all of us need to be very careful while using social media platforms, and
Absolutely.
be very careful with our language at least. We can be
Yes.
frustrated about something, we can be frustrated about how the government is functioning, or we can be frustrated about how the opposition is functioning. But there is a manner
Yes.
and a language in which we have to address our prime minister or former prime
Yes.
ministers and maintain basic decorum.
Absolutely. Ma'am, at this moment, I'm going to take some one or two comments and questions we are getting from our followers. They really want to, correct to our discussion today. So first question I'm taking from Aparnika, and she's saying, ma'am, do you think everyone is baking their own bread, be it media, any Bollywood star or a political party? What's your take on that?
They're making their own. They're making their own.
They are baking their own bread. They are baking their
They're
own
making their
bread.
own
She's
bread.
using that.
Okay. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Everybody is baking their own bread. But yes, they may be making some effort. And some may be doing it. Definitely, some may be doing, and others
Yes.
may be serving it. I'll put it like that. Okay, some are baking their bread, and others are serving it. And people
Yes.
are enjoying it. So I can put it like that,
Absolutely.
but not everybody is baking their bread. I don't think so. I think there are people who are
Absolutely.
very responsible. And just because we see handful of people on Facebook, if you look at your Facebook right now, I'm not active on Facebook. I've withdrawn from
Yes.
Facebook for the simple reason
Yes.
that there were only few people who I used to see every day. Second, because we work from home, our screen time has
Yes.
gone up manifold times. So I want to save my eyes also. So I decided, ki, okay, let me not be on Facebook, at least one medium. But I'm missing out on birthdays. I'm missing out on people's achievements that they post. I am missing out. But I don't think so. Everybody is baking its own bread.
Absolutely, ma'am. Let's take one more comment. We have Kritika, and she's saying, ma'am, based on your experience, any advice you want to give to aspiring female journalists or the upcoming girls who wanted to join the glamour industry or the media industry with the kind of environment, of course, the nepotism thing we are talking? Do you think there is enough space for new talent and specifically for female aspirants who are really wanted to give it a try?
I think this is one profession where women are doing very well, and there is a lot of space for them. But the only thing
Yes.
is, I tell most of them is that when you join a profession, then you become a journalist. You cease to be a man or a woman. Women has to spend as many hours as a male colleague would be spending. So there's no space for excuses like my child is sick or my child has a birthday. Those
Yes.
excuses are
Yes.
both for male and female. Journalism is a very, very demanding, profession. There is no hour. You can be called at 6 in the morning and you can work till 12 in the night. But I find it very exciting. I put in so many years. I've been editor for 20 years, and I feel that it's just the other day that I became editor, because this is one profession where you learn every day. You learn from everybody that you meet,
Yes.
and then you're not getting bored. So I think there is a lot of space, room for women journalists,
Yes.
provided they decide to take it as a profession and a passion, and not just as a profession wherein personal excuses take over your
Yes.
official work.
Absolutely. I think that's something which one need to
And
understand,
one thing
that
more,
work
one
is
thing more.
priority. Yes.
Abhishek, one thing more. Because this is
Yeah.
one question that was asked. So, all the girls, young girls who are looking for a very regulated working hours, that you go to
Yes.
office at 8 o'clock and come back at 2 o'clock, or you're looking for flexi hours, then journalism is not your profession. Here, the work demands your time. Not you don't decide that these are the 8 hours that you're going to work. Uh, it's the
Yes.
news. News is the king in our profession. So nothing matters more than news, and news and news. So you have to be very, very passionate about this profession. But those who will join will not regret. This much I can tell you, because it's the most exciting profession that can be there.
Absolutely, and I so completely agree to your point. That's we need one needs to prepare herself or himself before coming to this industry, because there are a lot of challenges, and with your passion and with your perseverance, you can certainly achieve it. I'm going to take one more question, ma'am, before we conclude today's show. We have Aradhana Prakash, and she is asking how much time, according to you, one must spend on reading, watching news, and which is the best platform to stay updated in general, be it apps, television, channels, or newspaper. What is your favorite, ma'am, place? She wanted to ask about, a platform as a
Okay.
media platform.
I should not talk about my favorite platforms. I was in States, and there I was talking to a young student, and I said, you
Yes,
don't read newspapers, so where do you get your information from? So his reply was,
yes,
the information that I want, I know from where to get it. So you will have
yes,
to make your own choices, which subject you want, what information you want, and from where you are going to get it, which is the most credible source of information. Second, you see, when we decided to have 24 hours channel, the idea was that
yes,
people, according to their time that suits them, will watch TV. You are not
yes,
supposed to sit before TV throughout the day and watch the same news again and again. So you can decide, okay, in
yes,
an hour, I spend an hour on TV. I'm supposed to watch it again and again, but now because we have it on our phone, on a click, we can get to know information. So I watch for an hour or so, and I don't watch otherwise. Second, reading is very important, and I think reading is not only newspapers and periodicals; it's also books.
yes,
There's such lovely books that are there in the market. And people are going back to reading books. Magazines can give you, maybe you have to be a little more selective about the magazines, because magazines will put things
yes,
in totality and place it before you. There may not be anything new that they may offer to you. But if you're a research student,
yes,
then maybe you look for certain journals that will give you more information.
yes,
So it is a matter of personal choice. And but don't spend too many hours watching the same news. People get fed up and they crib, because you see the
yes,
same 7 o'clock news will be carried forward at 8 o'clock. If you have watched at 7,
yes,
then you want to have an update, watch it for say a few minutes for at 10 o'clock. Watch something else. You have
yes,
such lovely programs on television. You can watch
yes.
them if you want to. Otherwise, I think for news, you should have your hours. Okay, morning once you have seen, afternoon and night. That's it.
Absolutely,
There
very
may
well
be
said,
days,
ma'am.
there
And
may be
now,
days when something. Just one thing more.
yes,
The day
yeah, of course.
US results will be coming out, or the day 2014 results or 2019 results. Naturally, that day you'll spend some more time. because you want to know who's
Yes.
going to be the prime minister, who's going to be the president, and all that stuff. But then rest of the
Yes.
days, I don't think so. People get bored only because they put on their TV, the news is on, and then they say, "ये मीडिया वाले बार बार वही बात बोलते रहते हैं, वही बात बोलते रहते हैं." No,
Yes.
you watch it again and
Absolutely.
again. It's not the media.
Absolutely, ma'am. And it's like something, if something is published on a newspaper or it is on website, the content will be there. It's up to you when you want to watch it, when you're going to read it, and it will be there as, as something which is there forever. And I think you rightly put it out that we can certainly watch it as per our convenience and, move away if we are done with the updates. Now, ma'am, since we don't have much time, as my last question, I want to ask you that, we started off with nepotism, we understood it. What is your final word about nepotism in the glamour or in the showbiz? Do you think it will continue in the coming time, or do you think with the kind of voices we have currently, there is something beyond to this, movement, and we can certainly see a ray of hope or some sort of basic changes in the industry
I
with the kind of
also,
support we are getting? Yes.
I think our young India is very intelligent, and nothing will survive but talent,
Yes.
your skills, your hard work, nothing else. Family names will take you, say, 4 steps. Rest of the six
Yes.
steps will be your own. So let's, yes, few will fall through the cracks. I'm not saying that some people without support may feel frustrated. It will happen. But we should also appreciate the type of talent we have in our country. Look at the music shows, look at the dance shows, look at
Yes.
the talent that is coming from small towns with such big dreams. So, but the second thing is, I would like to tell. If there are young people listening to you, that everybody
Yes.
can't be an actor or a director or a producer. So you have to choose your
Absolutely.
career very carefully and know the,
Yes.
you can do MBBS and later on also be a flop as a doctor. So I
Yes.
think one has to be very selective in choosing a career. Don't be driven by the
Yes.
glamour of that world. It's
Yes.
difficult. Be prepared for hard work. Be prepared. As for nepotism, we'll keep on discussing it, but it is going to stay. It will stay because families are there, and you don't see them disappearing so soon.
Absolutely. Very well concluded, ma'am, that, only talent is the thing which survives, and they may get some support in the beginning, but the man or the women who fight the odds and, try hard and prove with his or her talent, that is always going to be appreciated, and that person is going to be a superstar, as we have seen in the past as well. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us on
Thank
Insight
you.
with Glam Guru.
Thank
It
you.
was a pleasure having you and your insights, your knowledge, you whenever you talk, it's always so insightful and so learning for all of us that we
Thank you.
can't resist asking you to our platforms again and again. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time, and we really appreciate
Thank
for
you.
your all the
Thank you
insights
so
and
much.
learnings you're
Thank
giving.
you so much. Thank you so much. My honor completely. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So that was, guys, Mrs. Sunita Aaron joining us on Insight with Glam Guru. She has experience of more than 20 years in the mainstream media. And we spoke about all the elements related to nepotism, the kind of coverage it is getting in the mainstream media, and of course, what is the future of nepotism if the movement which is being carried forward by some of the industry people, and how a talent can on how you can survive on your own talent, and there is nothing which can stop you. We really expect that this session would have really helped you or inspired you about the kind of things which are revolving around the nepotism. Thank you so much for joining us on Insight with Glam Guru. We'll keep coming back to you. Join us on for the next session next week. Do like our page Glam Guru on Facebook. We're also done on YouTube at Glam Guru, and on Instagram you can follow us on Glam Guru. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and we'll keep coming back to you with some more from the glamour and the fashion industry. Good night.